Hey guys, welcome back to Carrie's Collections. As you guys can see, I have a bit of a mini haul right here. I have volume 9 and 10 of Pet Shop of Horrors. I definitely highly suggest it to anyone who enjoys a poignant story, one that's going to kind of reach out and poke you in the heart. Basically, I don't know if any of you have seen Gremlins, but when you take your gremlin home, you're not supposed to feed it or get it wet, or terrible things will happen, like it procreates evil little demonic creatures. That is almost the premise of Pet Shop of Horrors. Basically, our protagonist here, Count D, has a plethora of pets who need to find good homes, but they all have very strict rules about when, where, what, how, and why you take care of them. And unfortunately, throughout this series, through a series of unfortunate events, we find ourselves following these pets as their caretakers don't treat them correctly, and it also usually has unforeseen endings. Or very bad endings, because these pets are magical or mythical, and when you break the rules for a magical or mythical being, it can all go terribly, terribly wrong. For those of you who aren't in the know, there is a second series called Pet Shop of Horrors in Tokyo, where D has made his way back home to Tokyo and is once again selling his beloved pets. Unfortunately, only the first 8 volumes came out in the US because Tokyo Pop quit producing them. This is definitely one of those series I wish that they would pick back up and re-release. They may have lost licensing. If they have, I hope someone else picks it back up, because it is just an excellent series. The artwork is great. The story is great. All around, just a good series. Now, the second series that we're looking at is HanaKimi, which is a great little story. Basically, it is about Miss Mizuki, who is trying to get into this school so she can be near, basically, her personal idol, which is Sano, Izumi Sano, who is a track jumper, or I think it's a jumper, whatever the high vault is in track and field. And basically she's dressing up as a boy. She ends up rooming with him. She's in the same class as him. And these two pretty much fight over her throughout the series. Which, I'm sorry, boyo, you're not gonna win. That's not what this story's about. I figured I would just show you guys all the covers. As you can see by looking at the spines, they definitely have an Easter theme going for them. It's very pretty. It's very to the point. And I personally think they did a really good job with this. But, alright, so this is volume 1 through 3. I decided to switch over to the omnibus. 1, it's going to save me space on my shelves, and 2, it's cheaper to get the omnibus versus to buy the individual volumes. I don't know if that's how it's always going to be, but that's how it is buying manga right now. I haven't even gotten to look at all of these. Oh gosh, he's dressed up like a frog. I don't know if that's going to come into play. I've only read the first few volumes of this. So I don't know if this is going to come into play, but fingers crossed, I hope it does. That's great. I do think it's interesting that each one has a different flower on the back, and I don't know if it's going to play into how this series is going to go through. Well, this is really pretty. I like the sunflowers. This is very nice, very nice. Very good. Now I'm starting to think this is supposed to be a daisy, because I think the back is actually a daisy, not a sunflower. You got me so confused. Alright, I'm not gonna lie. This looks like a boys love cover instead. instead of a shoujo. We got a rose. I don't know where this is going. So there are 23 volumes and I think a special ending. I'm not sure. I don't know what this AS is. Oh, plus the bonus volume after school. Okay. All right. So yeah, this is the ending, and then you also get the epilogue. I'm kind of doing this out of order. Sorry, guys. That definitely looks like spring break. You've also got, or Valentine's, apparently. We've got our apples. I'm really digging this. They did such a good job with this series and making it just a very gentle looking series. So I'm excited to see where this is gonna go. For those of you who kind of like this trope where a girl has to dress up as a boy, and you also would like to double down on your sports craziness, there's a series called Girl Got Game. It's a 10-volume series. It's also a Tokyo Pop series. 10 volumes and it is complete. But basically, she's forced to go to this boys' school because her dad wants her to be in the top tier basketball team to play. So she has to do her absolute best not to be discovered as a girl. It's a great series to add if you are interested or enjoyed HanaKimi. I would highly suggest it. I can't off the top of my head think of any other series I would compare this to and say, hey, I'd slap this one down for you. But yeah, that is my little short mini haul. As you guys can see, I am so excited to have this completed. I've had a sporadic collection of volumes for HanaKimi for probably over 10 years now. So the fact that I now have it complete just makes me so happy. It makes me delighted. I really am excited about this. Whew, I can't believe it. I can't believe I gotta get to complete it. But yeah, it just makes me extremely excited to have one more series knocked off my list. That's actually something I'm actively working toward this year. I want to try to complete as many of the series that I have that are outstanding as I can. A lot of them are Viz. Just because of timing, I could not keep up. So we'll see how that goes. I will be doing a video a little bit later showing you exactly how many volumes of manga I have, and I will be differentiating between individual volumes of manga and then omnibuses. We'll see how that works out. I hope you guys hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you again next time. See ya!